I might be a bit off frequency. November 8, Uniform America X-ray.
November 8, Uniform America X-ray, is that a Roger?
November 8, Uniform America X-ray, is that a Roger?
Yeah, it's a Roger. The radio's going to drift a bit. It's an FT-101. It's not fully warmed up. The name here is Mark, Mike Alpha Romeo Kilo. We've chatted before.
Roger, Mark, we'll grab hold of them reins and see if you can bring that 101 under control.
Reins and see if you can bring that 101 under control.
Yeah, I'm working at it. The display says 37,187. I'm going by the tone of your voice, so I don't know if so I should be a little bit low, I think.
Well, I don't know about your frequency. My frequency is 7188.00. 71.88.00.
71.88.00.
Or 7.188.00. Whichever.
188.00. Whichever.
It's a challenge, okay?
I'm sorry we doubled there, Mark. Come repeat.
I'm sorry we doubled there, Mark. Come repeat.
No, I'm sorry, excuse me. I said the FT-101 is a challenge. It has been a challenge. I've been working on it for a while, and I think it's okay.
Yeah, well, I got a bigger challenge than you got. I've got a Drake.
Bigger challenge than you got. I've got a Drake.
You know, I got a TR3 outside that I've given up on. I think it has crystal issues.
Yes, sir. Well, I've tried to heat the VFO, and I've tried to cool the VFO, and just nothing works. It just wants to wander, Roger.
And just nothing works. It just wants to wander, Roger.
Okay. Well, I will say one thing. This FT-101 is a fine old radio. It has a fantastic receive, and this is a condenser microphone that's on it now. I'm running about half mic gain, so just to give you an idea where it is. It's I can't tell where it's driving because it doesn't have a PEP meter. It just has an average meter. It's probably doing, I don't know, 160 watts maybe.
Roger. Well, it looks like the dynamic range is about 3 dB, which means your average percent of peak modulation is between 80 and 85%. Roger.
The peak modulation is between 80 and 85%. Roger.
Okay. Well, I was on the air on 80 meter a couple nights ago, and Noah said turn the mic gain up or anything. So. And I've stayed away from the mic. You chewed me out already on my 7610. It's all set up. You said get away from that microphone. I want you to be 4 inches off that microphone. You're overdriving it. I still remember that. Over.
Yes, sir. Well, you win some, lose some, and some if you don't have EQ, to shape it onboard EQ, then you have to shape it acoustically, Roger.
Onboard EQ, then you have to shape it acoustically, Roger.
Yeah, there's not much I can do. This is a D104, but I've done a condenser mic conversion because the D104 cartridge is just horrible. It sounded like I was talking through my nose. That had to go. And that, I don't have this mic gain turned up very much on the mic, on the underneath on the D104. That's not, I think it's about 50%. And like I said, 50% on the gain, and like I said, it's a Hamfest radio I got. It still has the plastic on the front. It's very clean, but it was seriously out of line.
Yes, sir. Now, so basically, you're running a electret microphone, Roger.
Electret microphone, Roger.
Yeah, that's what it is, condenser microphone.
Yes, sir. Okay, I'll give you a hint. This is all about a passive device that you can put on that electret element that will boost the top end. It starts at about 1 kc and stair steps up quite a bit, so you have a better top end than flat. And by the time you hit 10 kc, you're plus 10. So it's a nice curve, and I call it my crisper. And this is I don't know if you know those phono jacks, the rubber piece that goes on a phono jack. Well, you take a razor blade and you cut the end off that phono jack, which gives you about a half-inch tunnel, and that tunnel just fits over that electret element just perfectly, so you have about 1/4 of an inch holding on to the element, and then you have about 1/2 an inch sticking out in front of the element as a round device, and this shapes the top end with a rising audio curve from 1 kc to about 6 kc, or you're probably plus 7. So it gives it a nice top end without having a electronic equalization. You do it passively, Roger?
Electronic equalization. You do it passively, Roger?
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to apologize to you. My wife is just leaving. She walked into the room. I missed your description. Is it on your website?
No, it's just. Are you familiar with the rubber piece that holds a phono jack together on the outside?
That holds a phono jack together on the outside.
Rubber piece that holds the phono jack on the outside. I can't think of any rubber piece. There's a rubber piece that goes around the condenser microphone, but that's not in there right now. It's on foam. There's a spring that retains the cord. I can't place a rubber piece.
Okay, it's a protective sleeve that goes around most phono jacks. And that's what the wire comes through that goes into the jack. That's the outside cover of the jack. It's round, Roger?
That's the outside cover of the jack. It's round, Roger?
Oh, okay. You're talking about the mic connector. Sure, yeah. It's a protective. Keeps the wire from shorting on the case.
Yeah, but this is just, just where you would just plug it into a phono connection, and you just pull that sleeve off, or you can get an extra sleeve or whatever, and you cut the tapering part off. So you just have a little tunnel of round about an inch long. And you can slip it over the microphone, and it just fits over that electret microphone for about 1/4 of an inch, and then you have maybe 1/2 an inch sticking out in front of that microphone, and it'll cause the acoustic top end to become enhanced, Roger.
The acoustic top end to become enhanced, Roger.
Oh, I see what you're doing. You're megaphoning the microphone a bit.
Yes, sir, exactly. But the way that is, the precise tonality of it is just beautiful for hyping that front end up about 7 dB or so at 6 kc, and it goes on up. So it just is a nice pre-emphasis to your microphone when you don't have an onboard EQ gear, Roger?
To your microphone when you don't have an onboard EQ gear, Roger?
Oh, that's wonderful, and it's probably time. M8UAX. That's wonderful. I'm going to change. I bought some different foam, a nicer piece of foam that I'm going to cut a very clean hole. I got a hole punch, very clean hole. I will make sure I get that on here. That's wonderful. That's a great and simplistic method of changing it.
Yes, sir. Now you want to run a foam windshield, if you can, a foam wind blower, if you can, because it's it's subject to plosives if you work it tight. So if you do have a foam windscreen to slip over the, if you have one that will slip over the whole top of the microphone, that would be the best way to do it, Roger.
For the whole top of the microphone, that would be the best way to do it, Roger.
Roger, yes. This has a foam, it has a wind shield built into it. It's like cloth to because like I said, it's a D104. It has that cloth piece, and I am staying away from it. I don't hear you don't hear me popping my P's, do you?
No, no. It's clear. I was just saying that usually with electret microphones, it's a good idea to get a foam windscreen on it, and the better idea is to put that foam windscreen over the whole mic enclosure. So what happens a lot of times is that you try to do it internally, and the problem is that you still have a mic grid or something in front of the mic that cause blow-by noises, But when you put that foam windscreen over the whole head of the microphone, there's nothing that's going to disturb it. You get just pure words coming out, Roger.
You get just pure words coming out, Roger.
Okay, I can do that. I can actually build one. Those are all great ideas, and I'm going to do them. And have we pretty much stayed on frequency?
No, you've drifted high a little bit, Roger.
No, you've drifted high a little bit, Roger.
Okay, I'll come down a bit. Doesn't say hi. I'm dealing with old heat kit counter too. I got some stuff here that's just old stuff. I prefer to be appliance operator, but I got away from working on stuff, and then I retired, and now I'm starting back collecting, and I shouldn't be. But I'm going to move it down when you come back.
Yes, sir. You can get a freak counter pretty cheap. That would really help you with that radio, Roger.
Pretty cheap. That would really help you with that radio, Roger.
Yeah, the only problem I have, I moved it a little bit. The only problem I have is that I have a free counter now. It has a frequency output for it. They do make, I think it's a YC601, I think is what I'm looking for. That would actually read it, but I don't know if it reads it when you just key, or it just reads it when you move the VFO. I don't know how that one works. This one only works when you have RF output. So this only works when I'm, making noise.
Yes, sir. Well, that's the time to adjust it. You just set it on your radio there, and as you are transmitting, then you know what the where it should be, and you just bring it to that, Roger.
Where it should be, and you just bring it to that, Roger.
Yeah, and that's what I do. I always start that. What I usually do is I knock it into AM or tune, and set the frequency there, and then I just adjust with the dial when I hear someone. So, what can I say? It's an old radio. I'm spoiled. I got the 7610. I'm spoiled. But it has, like I said, it has a great receive, and the audio quality of people coming through it is wonderful. I see why the CBers like this thing.
Yes, sir, but gosh, 7610, I'd have to be split apart by horses not to run the 7610, Roger.
Be split apart by horses not to run the 7610, Roger.
Yeah, Roger. I'm going to turn it on right now so I can say goodbye to you and thank you very much.
Yes, sir. 7610 is just my ideal of a beautiful, beautiful radio. Unfortunately, not unfortunately, but I'm running a 7300, as most of the rest of the country is, that can't afford a 7610, Roger.
Most of the rest of the country is that can't afford a 7610, Roger.
Mark, you still there?
Mark, you still there?
Roger, do you copy now at all?
Just barely.
There we go. I found it.
Just barely.
Okay, well, I'll try it again. I've got the wattage now.
Yes, sir. I think you might be crowding the microphone again, but you're back to where you were, Roger.
You might be crowding the microphone again, but you're back to where you were, Roger.
I'm sorry, I got all excited. It's a bad habit I have. But anyhow, this is the radio. You set this one off. I haven't touched anything. Haven't touched the thing. I didn't put any super glue on anything, but I haven't touched it. I have no cats that walk across the top of the table here, so there's nothing there, and my dogs are too short to even get close to the, they just about get to the first rung of the chair.
And which radio is that?
And which radio is that?
7610, 100 watts.
Yeah, I got you. Well, I think we've got it under control there, Mark. Let me say 73 to you, sir. And if you want to hear that radio, if you go to YouTube and do a call letter search, KC9VKV, followed by the word logbook, this will be cut number 1 on this recording, and I'll have it uploaded by noon tomorrow.
Recording, and I'll have it uploaded by noon tomorrow.
Okay, please give me your call one more time. Phonetically would help, because you got a V and a K and a B, and B and V sound the same, and I probably wrote it down wrong.
Yes, sir. Kilo, Charlie, 9, Victor, Kilo, Victor. Repeat, Kilo, Charlie, 9, Victor, Kilo, Victor.
9, Victor, Kilo, Victor.
Okay, and you said go to put the call sign and go to YouTube. I would like to hear the FT-101. I've heard this one already, and I got to see if I can remember how to do that. But very, very nice of you. Very kind again, and I appreciate it. I appreciate what you do, and there's so many other folks out there that I'm sure they appreciate what you do. And I just ran across you by accident again. I said, okay, let's see if we can't torture this man with the FT-101. So thank you very much. I'll do the mods, and I appreciate it. KC9VKV, November 8, Uniform Alpha X-ray 73, best 73 to you.
Roger, Mark. Just remember the additional space from that microphone that we've created. We've got gain compensated there now, and if you come back to where you were with that microphone, you'll be over the top. So you need to stay back off that mic. And that will be, when you go to YouTube for this recording, it'll be KC9VKV followed by the word logbook. That's Kilo Charlie 9 Victor, Kilo Victor, followed by the word logbook will take you to this recording. So 73, Mark, you have a great afternoon, beautiful weekend, and we'll see you hopefully next Friday if you get a chance. This is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog net. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.
Net. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.